Hello. I talked about DC generators and motors last time, and I explained how the movement of a conductor in a magnetic field will make a AC current. AC current or alternative current is the current that is going to positive and negative. It change the direction. But I told you that it's a DC generator and motor. It means that something's happening and AC alternative current is being converted to DC direct current. How is it happening in a DC generator and motor will be the content of this video.
As we see here, by rotating a conductor in a magnetic field, we can generate some current. But this current is changing direction twice per cycle. This is called an alternative current or AC. Now, how do we generate AC and use the generator in a DC circuit? Or how do we generate DC or direct current in a DC generator? We are generating the alternative current or AC. The current that goes positive half of the cycle and negative the other half of the cycle. As you see, we have one full cycle here, and the left part of it is positive and the right part of it is negative. That's why it's called alternative. But in a DC or direct current, the current is always having one direction. So it's going to be either positive, which is above the horizontal axis, or negative, which is below the horizontal axis. The direct current or DC does not necessarily have to be linear. The function can be any type of function as long as it's one direction, meaning that the function is above the horizontal positive or below the horizontal. So now to deal with that AC, what we need to do is we need to flip the negative side of the AC to positive so that the whole function is above the horizontal line. Now to do that in a generator or in a motor as well, they're using something that is called split ring. What split ring does is that it flips the current or it flips the rotation to positive when we are in a negative cycle. So what it means, if you have a look here, when we have positive and negative, if they're connected to the output straight, then the positive and negative, they're going to be positive and negative output. But if when we have positive is connected to the positive output, and when we have negative, again the generator is connected to the positive output, then all the output is going to be positive. That way we will have a function that is always in the positive cycle or in the above the horizontal axis, and that way we can have DC generator. That also works with the motor as well, because the motor that we opened for the wax vacuum cleaner, for example, it was getting the current, it was getting the electricity from batteries, and batteries are giving DC current, but the motor, because it's doing rotational movement, it needs AC. So again, those split rings inside can convert the DC electricity that is given to the AC that is needed by the motor.